I've got a new theory for you. It's called the Mama Hierarchy of Needs. And finally, a nom section. It's episode 5 of In Real Life. This episode is brought to you by the Mama Natural Birth Course, online, on-demand, and interactive classes to help you have your best and most natural birth. My son Griffin just turned 5. I cannot believe it. He is my baby. But the truth is he is not a little child anymore. And what he needs from me is changing. And as a result, I am upping my parenting game. And it got me thinking of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maybe you learned this in school, but Maslow was a psychologist. And he created this theory of psychological health based on our innate human needs. And as you can see at the bottom of the pyramid, you've got our basic needs like food and shelter. And at the top, you've got self-actualization. So the thing is, these needs are in a specific order. So you can't move up the pyramid until your needs from the lower levels are met. So I'm going to stand on the shoulder of giants here and propose the Mama hierarchy of needs. It's keep them alive, keep them secure, love them, instruct them, and empower them. Think about when we first have our baby, the most important job that we have is to keep him or her alive. And there are some days where if that's the only thing we do, it was a success. Now, of course, we always want to make them feel safe and secure, and we just love on these kids day and night. And if I were to be honest, that's really where I've focused the majority of my parenting the last 5 years. But now that Griffin is becoming a citizen of the world, he has entered into school, it's a whole new ballgame. He has to interact with 11 other children who have their own needs and desires, and he has to learn to coexist with them with respect. And there's just tons that can come up. For example, one of his friends that's at school has a physical disability. So I had to instruct Griffin and kind of talk to him about this and how, every person's born differently and we show every person respect and love and compassion. And now he's friends with this kid and it's awesome. So lately what I've been doing is really swinging up to those top 2 tiers with Griff. And it's really been challenging, but also rich and deep. There's this famous scripture verse about parenting, but to be honest, it's always kind of bugged me. And it goes like this: train up a child in the way he should go, and even when he is old, he will not depart from it. It was really just that word train. I know we say things like potty training and stuff like that, but I just feel like it sounds like a dog or something, or just so harsh. So I found another translation of this verse, and I love it because I do think the spirit behind this scripture verse is huge. And this one goes like this: give instruction to a youth about his way. Even when he is old, he won't turn from it. Now this one I can get behind. In fact, I love it, okay? Because it's all about instructing our children. My kids need to know how to cut an onion or do a load of laundry or sweep a floor, and I will happily teach them those things. They also need to learn the difference between right and wrong and how to be respectful to people and how to be compassionate. And I love how this verse talks about teaching them his way. So this isn't about my way or the highway. That is definitely not my style of parenting because I don't think it develops good decision makers later in life. And that's what I really want to create, is for Griffin to Paloma to both have kind of an internal compass, an internal guide, and to me that's God. That's the voice of God that's within all of us, to help them navigate through the complexities of life. And so the more I can help them learn to listen to their hearts, to listen to that still small voice, then I have done my job.
And now a word from our sponsor.
The Mama Natural Birth Course is an online, on-demand, and interactive childbirth education course. It's taught by yours truly and my dear friend Maura, who is a registered nurse, doula, placenta encapsulator, and breastfeeding counselor. She is awesome. Now, if you remember, back in July, we opened up the course for a short period of time. We took a small group of students through the course, and it went phenomenally well. It was so much fun, and me and Miss Moore have been super busy these last couple of months taking these women through and just teaching all about natural childbirth. And now in our little Facebook groups, we have had the tremendous honor of hearing these birth stories and seeing these adorable pictures of newborns, and it's all these moms sharing their natural birth stories. So it's been super rewarding. And right now we are finally reopening this course and we're making it available to the general public. So if you're pregnant and you want to have a natural childbirth, definitely check us out. I'll have a link in the video description below. I also have a free training series for you. So it's called the 3 Keys to Having a Natural Childbirth. It's all free, it's video content, so be sure to check that out. Again, I'll have a link in the video description below.
Yummy.
Okay, here's this week's grocery run. I got all this food at Publix. That is my new grocery store. Whole Foods will be opening up in the spring, which will be great. Publix actually, though, has a decent organic section, thank God. We also have a health food store that's not too far from our house, but it is rather pricey. So I only go there for the things I really need. So all of this food I'm going to be using for real plans, and we're going to show you all the meals that we ate next week. So stay tuned for that. And I'll have a link below on more information on real plans. So lots of veggies. We got some cherry tomatoes, broccoli, carrots, kale. I also got this because it just was so curious to me. It's a horseradish and beet kind of grated vegetable thing. I'm interested to try just how zippy this thing is. Then I love these half sour pickles. I don't know if you've ever tried these, but they just are delicious. Some grapes for Griffin's lunches. Some olive oil. I also got some OJ. I'm going to be making some gummy men. Some romaine lettuce, some bananas, ginger, because I'm going to be making a Thai soup, some garlic, tons of peppers, because I'm going to be making enchiladas, mushrooms, coconut milk soup. Coconut milk. I'm going to be making soup out of that. Some red potatoes, lots of different cheeses, some grass-fed beef. Their beef, I have to say, is really good here. Some onions, different yogurts. My farmer actually was not at the farmer's market today because it was downpouring. So I think he just decided not to come. Let's see, this is quinoa, super expensive. This was like $10. So I'm definitely gonna be ordering this online and doing it in bulk. And let's see, some chicken here. Some just breast and then a whole chicken. Yeah, so all of this cost me less than $200, which isn't too bad. And we do spend a decent amount of money on groceries because for us, it's kind of preventative medicine. So there you have it. And again, stay tuned for next week where I will show you all of the yummy meals I make using real plans.
Paloma, you like the paddleboard?
Let's go back to that mama hierarchy of needs, and I would love to know, which stage are you at with your children? Share with me in the comments below.